Hello, everybody. We are live. We are the Mad Scientists. I am Mad Frankie, and this is Violet Igel over here. And together we make the Mad Scientists. If I can just get myself lined up. Here we go. Not too bad. Not too
And
bad.
I'm going to go over there.
Okay.
I'll be over there.
Okay. So what I'm showing here is the one I talked about doing. So this one of the ones. We are finishing off the leaves project here. So this one is now in its frame, and I have intensified the color in this major leaf and done something with this one and with that one, deepened that one. And I'm really happy with how they turn out. You can't see so much. This is a lovely vibrant green, but you can't see it so much on the screen as I can in real life. And it gets showed off by this black frame beautifully, really beautifully. And I put the other one in a bigger frame. It's a little bigger. This is the one that was on board. And isn't that just gorgeous? The white mat around it really makes it look wonderful. Again, the colour is more intense in real life than it looks here. But I'm really happy with that.
Bring that back and try not to tilt it so we don't get the glare. We're seeing your glare. There you go. That helps. I love that one.
Yes, looks nice with its mount and the frame. It looks really rather good. I'm quite pleased with it.
Beautiful work. Okay, thank you.
Okay, we'll get rid of that one for now. And then we've got that one, which we've done. And then we're down to this one, which is looking quite sad. In my opinion, looking quite sad. I mean, there's a lot going on in here, and that could be part of it. But I went round it, got all the masking fluid off, and I went round it with some of these Inktense Derwent pencils. And it's okay, but it's not singing to me. So what I'm thinking is I want to put some more definition around some edges here. Not all of them, but some of them. And also, this is too intense here. You can see it's, and this is too pale. Now, I can deal with this by putting definition in the edge of the leaf there. But this, there's no more definition you can put there. It's already too dark, both in the leaf and out. So I want to pull some of this outer colour off. It's quite shiny, so there's a lot of intense colour there. I mean, great, I love intense colour, but I think we should pull some of that out. So that's the first thing to do. So put that to one side. I shall need to open it and take all the little bits of furry padding out. And that, so I'm all ready to go. Right. So while we're here, let's get some water. I did wash my brush thoroughly. So I will need tissue to lift off. So that's lifted some off already. You can see that I'm gaining back some definition there.
Would you like to bring your camera in a little closer?
Sure, can do.
Yeah, so we could see the less of the box and the mouse and more of the artwork.
Yeah, well, I'm concentrating on this bit here, you see.
Okay.
So, putting some more there. Just to lift that off. So I'm gaining back some of the leaf there. There are times when lovely dark purple is a bit much. So I want to regain this bit here. And this bit here. Always put a little pencil or paint back. There we go. So I want to get that little piece in there. And there.
A little off to change the subject from art. Russ transferred some books, some ebooks and whatnot from his computer to his Galaxy.
Yeah.
And what he did was just went USB cable, USB to USB.
Uh-huh.
And it opened, he could go on his computer and see the Kindle as a drive, and he pulled, he could pull books.
Uh-huh.
I wondered if you could do that with yours to get your photos.
No, because my... Oh, you mean... Oh, I don't think I can. Because what Kindle did he have?
Same one as yours before it died.
Right. Well, I shall have to look into that then.
This is how I did transfer, rather than use Dropbox or WeTransfer or email or whatever. If I wanted a pile of books from my computer to my Kindle or from my laptop to my Kindle, I just took them up to USB cord with a USB cable, and then I could see the drive, the Kindle Drive.
Okay.
I just had to be able to turn it on. I didn't have to, I saw it as a drive, another hard drive. And so I would grab books from there. I would do a whole pile of books at one time.
Uh-huh.
And he just did some, and I was just wondering if you had tried that with your photos.
Well, I could try, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Yeah, hook it up to your computer and transfer them to your computer, and then from there you can connect it to your Galaxy and transfer it to your Galaxy. I mean, you could try.
Yeah. So I'll just have to remember where the leaf went. And it's coming like this, like that, and then over there. That is not the edge of the leaf. That is a vein. So I have to remember that. So I'm loving the textures here. I didn't want to lift too much of that. But you can see how that lifting it round here has brought that bit of the leaf back.
Yep.
That's given it a much better look. So that's nice. And I spread some of that too dark purple along. Let me get that out of the way. Don't need that. And what I was thinking was to use some of these. I don't need that. Let me get that paint box out of the way for the moment. See, I was hoping to be able to frame this one as well, but when it's not having the same impact, you're not so sure. So I've got here ink black. Don't want that. Payne's grey. What I need is a piece of paper. Now I did do when I did that swatch thingy. Yes, when I did that swatch, there was
a swatch.
That swatch. There was a paper left over. What I've got here is the old one for the Roman smalls. You see, all these colours are now on here with the new ones. So I don't need that anymore. So I can use the back as a test sheet. I want to try out that colour because you really need to do a swatch of these as well, because you can't tell from that or from that what colour it is. I mean, it just looks black. They could all be black as far as I'm concerned. Quite a lot of them are them blacks. Yeah, no. And that is fairly black. And that one is ink black. That was Payne's grey. So the other option is to use colour, but dark colour. That's ink black. got bark, Indian ink, green aquamarine, what have we got here? Bright blue, deep indigo, sea blue. What's sea blue? I think I used it before. Sort of like a navy. And deep indigo. Just looks like a black. That's a good idea to test these things. Let's try it with some water. That's the sea blue. That's the deep indigo, yes. And these two? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah,
Got an iron blue here. What's that like?
where are you going to put this specifically?
Round the edge of the thing. But not all the way around, only on one edge.
Right. Give it some dimension. Well, then I'm looking at the top right.
The top right?
Yeah, what do you think?
That
Yeah.
one?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
the indigo, isn't it?
the bottom left is too light colored to me. It's too, if you want to give it dimension with shadow and a shadow look, like the other one I was taught, oh, I like that too, though.
That's the same as that.
Okay.
Just
Then
checking. It
see,
is deep indigo.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm spoiled with indigo.
This one is, I can't remember. What's that one? Is that the sea blue? Or was it iron blue? I picked up one that said iron blue. Or did I pick up iris blue thinking it was iron blue? No, there's iron blue. There's iron blue. Let me just check. Was it that one I picked up? Yes, iron blue. I like that one.
Let me see.
That would work quite well on the blue ones.
Hold it up. I think it's off camera. Go back to, yeah.
These.
Yep. I could see those. Yeah, I could see that.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's iron blue.
Well, and the thing is you're going to put it over watercolor.
Yeah.
So it's going to be darker than you think.
Well, no, because I'm going to wet it. So I'm going to wet it as well.
Okay.
To blend in some of it.
Okay.
Put that up there out the way. Bring this down. So I want to put some dark indigo here. Sorry, not indigo. Iron blue here.
Blue, yeah. Okay.
What's that that's coming up on my hand? That's a smudge. A smudge. You get that off? I think it's that. No? No, it's just a spot of water, I think. No worries. I nearly forgot again. There. there. All you do, if you've forgotten and put some on, just don't wet it. I don't want to go all over the place, but I do want to do a little bit under there. I can put a little definition here and there under some of the veins.
And you don't necessarily have to wet it.
No, you don't have to.
Especially in those veins. Or get your very fine line paintbrush, your very fine liner one, and just barely pull that color up.
Mm-hmm. So I went over that, so I may as well continue to there. And do a bit there, a little bit there, just to give it a little bit of shadow. Don't really need it here because it's so dark. So it was paint colour showing up. That's not too bad, is it? I quite like that.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were going for shadow for dimension or color for outline. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of both, really.
So if shadow for dimension means you only want to work on one side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if I want to work on it on there. I might leave that just as drawing and just let that work. I think I might want a little bit more there, though. To be a bit fadey there. That's looking better to me. It's got a little bit of definition now. And if I change my mind, I can always go in and do these pieces inside.
Yeah, I like it. I think you really made it. You pulled it out of there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just spread some of that colour around a bit better in there. Because I smooshed it out, didn't I? I think that's good enough, that one. So this one now. Am I going to do this edge or that edge?
Well, push it up a little bit so we can see more of it when you do it. There you go. Too hard, too far. There you go. Better. Thank you.
Or I could reduce the amount of...
because you're just doing the outline. Same iron.
Yeah, same iron blue. Or would I use something like a darker red or something? I think the iron blue is better.
Because that's going to really stand out. That's where my mind is going. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the idea.
yeah, I'm looking up at the other leaf where the purple, then you've got the purple and the very light green. So the light green and the dark purple, and you can still see the outline well. And it really, I like it. I mean, everybody has an opinion, but so I think I would stay with what you have. I don't know.
And just do it on this one side.
Yeah, exactly.
On this one.
Exactly.
On this lower side here. And again with that. So the lower, as if the light is coming from above.
For the little leaf, for the little round leaf on the left, I wouldn't do it all up that side. I would only do it from there down, where
From there down.
no, from the first vein down, from about there down on both sides.
Hmm.
Because if you think about, if you're looking, the light is at the top left, right? So your shadow is at the bottom right.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't go do a whole side of that little leaf. You would only do that bottom right.
Yeah.
Then
And
you
maybe a little bit there.
exactly. Yeah, on both sides. That's what I meant. A little bit there and down the stem, and a little bit on the other side down the stem. You'll see it as you go. But yeah, not too far up. I actually, to get one of the paintings I was doing, I was trying to get shadow, trying to learn shadow. I actually took a little flashlight that I have and shined it from the direction I would think the light would be coming from, and then I worked that way. I'm so weird.
No, that's perfectly sensible. That's a good way to do it.
Because my brain couldn't imagine where the stop or start point would be for the shadow, like on that little leaf you're doing.
Uh-huh.
So my brain wanted to go around the whole thing, and I went, no, the light doesn't work that way. So I had to put a flashlight on it so I could teach my brain to behave.
Right. And then this one. A little nickly bit.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm not going anywhere. Little bit of water. Adding a little bit more, and it wasn't enough.
I'm back.
Well, hello there.
Did you miss me?
Oh, vastly.
Oh.
Stop fibbing, friend.
I just can't leave you two alone for nothing. How do you feel about it so far?
Oh, it's looking good, apart from the hair I've just noticed. Oh, come on. Get up, you beast. You rotten beast, you're spoiling everything. There, that's better. Luckily it had a strand. It was all the way over. Not too bad. I want a little bit more here. I don't know, do I want to put a little bit in there or not? I think I might. Anyway, in the meantime, this one. Going to have to sharpen this one soon. It's getting quite stumpy.
I was going to remind you, acorn.
Yeah. Acorn. This is becoming quite my favourite brush, this one. I love these ones that you can get such a lovely point on.
Yeah, I've noticed that you use it quite often.
If it's not this one, it's another nice pointy one.
Hmm.
Trying to sort of feather it a little. What do you think about the ribs? Should I go over and do the ribs a bit?
You mean with the water?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay.
I think I will.
Adding this, adding the sure, words are hard.
Mm-hmm.
What you're doing here on this has really given it a lot more dimension. See, I love when P does this too with her artwork, with her pencils and her, everything she adds to highlight and define.
Yeah,
You've really given it some dimension here. Very nice.
last one. I didn't go over that one. A little bit down there. And a little bit in this one up here. It's harder to do because it's further away from me. I don't really want too much more in that one. I think that's quite good as it is. But made a mistake there. Put it the wrong side of that leaf. Vein, it should be on the other side. We'll wipe it out and put it in. Better? I'm quite pleased with that, I think.
Lovely.
A little bit more in there. I want to ephemerize it.
Be careful of that heavy hand.
Well, it was dried, and I want to pull it out a bit more. So I put some more on top so that I've got more to pull out because the other is dried. See what I mean? So then I'll put some here because I want that to blend in a bit better. That's not so bad. Now, funny that sets like it looks like it's going to. Without a hard line.
Yeah. Yep. Come down to the little one, to the little leaf, and give it a little feathering too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was giving it a little, but maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more, maybe.
Just to give it a little bit more. Oops. Yeah, I might go up a little bit more.
Yeah.
The way to do it is to re-wet the watercolor around it, so that there's more chance of some mixing going on. I'm quite happy with that, I think. Just a tiny bit. Softening that edge. Try and persuade it to blend in a bit more. I'm quite pleased with it. I think that's certainly brought it back because it was on the verge of no longer being there. Yeah, that was much too muddy up there. On the rest of it was just sort of meh. The background was lovely, the leaves were lovely, but together they weren't quite making it. And I think that little bit of definition, as I had hoped, has definitely helped.
I think if you could frame it out, you'd really like it. Unfortunately, if you frame it out, you may lose a bit of the acorn and a bit of that bottom leaf stem.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to try and see, won't we? I mean, if I get another one of these ones, these big ones, let's see how much I would lose. You would lose quite a bit. But I have another idea for that, which is what I was going to do if that didn't work for that one. But it worked so nice for that one, I'm leaving that. If I get another one of these, take the white mount out. I have some black mount board back there that I could cut to the size I want. Take this down onto the board. And then
lose nothing.
Lose nothing. Exactly. Yeah.
Good call.
I think that would be great because I've got stupidly got both of these leaves have got.
Yes, exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah. I need to save that. And I have got a thing for cutting mount board. I have never used. I've had it for a long time.
Russ has a giant professional one that he gave me.
Lucky you. I don't no idea how to use this, so I'm going to have to give it a try.
I have no idea how to use his. He even bought new blades for me, and it's like, this is just more than I need. It's huge.
Yeah, it's fine, but have you got somebody who will run it for me?
Yeah, he could do it, but I hate to. Well, now he's retired. He may do it for me, but yeah, it just where the silhouette won't cut. I want mat board projects. I have mat board projects, so I'm going to come on camera so you can see.
So, yeah, I'd like to know what they are.
This is the mat board. This is the thickness of the mat board. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make a what you would do on the laser. I want to cut it with ribbing like this so that it bends.
So it becomes a bendy spine. Yeah.
You got it. And this is all done by hand, a very poor job. Or it's done by the silhouette. Again, a very poor job. The silhouette will not go well through that depth unless it goes in like I score it with the silhouette, and then I go a little deeper the next round and a little deeper. I can't do it all at once on the silhouette.
Oh, right.
I have to go in bits to get the cut.
Is that one on the right done by hand?
Yeah, they both are.
That looks better.
They're both done by hand. The one I did on the machine is, I don't know where it is, but these are both.
All right.
Now, wait a second.
Well, the thinner one looks better.
Yeah, maybe this one is done on the machine. This one is just cuts I made by hand because I wanted to see how much I needed, how wide of cuts, what would be the difference in the bend. It depends on what you want to use it for, I guess, but both sides work for me. It just depends on what I want to use it for. But either way, it's a lot of work, a lot of hard work on my, when I want to cut just a piece like this, not even putting the ribbing in, just cut a piece of mat board. It's a lot of hard work on my hands to cut it. It's a lot of hard work on the silhouette to cut it. But the cutter, the mat board cutter that he gave me, which is huge, he could just and I've got it. So I need to pull it out and get some pieces cut.
Well, I need to find some videos on how you use one of these things.
Yeah, that's
an X-cut one. It's an X-cut one, so X-cut mounts at a lifetime guarantee. Yeah, does that include when you haven't used it for a few years?
So are we done?
I think so. I'm quite happy with that result. it's quite difficult to stop it from giving a hard edge. It would be easier if you did it at the similar time to having more paint here to go with it. But I'm quite happy with what I've got. I'm liking the result. It's going to really stand out in a frame, I think.
Well, here's a trick. Why did I come back? Here's a trick that I saw about moving watercolor to get a softer edge. Instead of going to the watercolor to the color and pulling it out to soften it,
Yeah.
take your brush and go toward it. Put the water down, and it will pull the color towards your water. It's a reverse behavior. I've seen it done, and I'm like, oh, that's great. So you put your water down and pull, yep, away from it. It'll pull it in if it's there.
Yep.
I never
Yeah,
would have thought of that.
There's a bit of some ridging here, but I quite like that. That needs softening, but apart from that, everything else, I like this one here. That's nice. It gives
Yeah, I
texture.
like that.
Well, there we are. That's finished now. I'm quite happy with that. I'm a lot happier with that than I thought I would be. So I'm quite relieved because I really thought I'd ruined that one. There we go. Let us now say tutty bye, folks.
Keep it over here. Put it over to the right. Over closer to me a little bit. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Quite nice, actually.
Let me grab that so we can, whoops, bye-bye without going clunk. I think that's going to look lovely with a black border around it. I really do. So we will say goodbye now. I'm coming in. I'm in.
Bye-bye.
Here we go. Bye-bye, everybody.